Greetings, folks. Welcome back to the TractorFella channel, where machines really just don't like us at all. So there I was, trying to be a fun dad, because the kids like being pulled behind the snow machines while they're riding in sleds. So I thought, okay, we'll take the wheel horse out. Maybe the belt will make it. No, of course not. So it died right here. I think getting pretty close to abandoning this project. Pardon my voice. I believe my cold has turned into a respiratory infection, so that's fun. Waking up every day and struggling to clear out the throat. As you can see, I'd gone through with the sassy Massey and made like a little track so that I could pull the kids behind the lawn tractors rather than the big tractor. So then I took this little guy out. It fired up with a little encouragement from the gulu. So I made it all the way around. I'm coming back. I'm like, yep, this is the ticket. They're gonna love it. And then it just stopped because it shredded the belt. Holy cow. So long story short, we're gonna have to go on a recovery mission. We're gonna bring the sassy Massey with us for the recovery. Let's see if we can tow these babies out of here. Let's go for a ride. Just gonna drag it. keep the brush hog on there year round pretty much because it's great ballast when I'm picking up big piles of snow. But if it wasn't on there, I could use the 3-point and pick that thing up without crushing the front end of it. But today, time is of the essence. I'm only going to barely get this one pulled out before I have to take off and do some errands. So let's just finish this up painfully and slowly, and we'll come back later. Well, that first recovery was pretty rough. I've had some time to think about it and enjoy birdies. Well, let's revise our strategy here. Plus, I kind of destroyed my toe strap with a plethora of grease I'm not very happy about. All right, let's try again. It's kind of a pleasant evening. So we're upwards of 40 and there's some nice sunshine in the sky. Oh yeah. Come on, muscles. Almost forgot my key. Yeah, you're such a good helper. Yes, you are. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I had a little time to think about what we were doing. Yeah, thanks, Titan. You're a good helper. Touch it up. Good boy. All right. We're around each side of the axle beam, over the bucket, over the quick attach, wrapped around, and secured there. Yeah, we'll have to go backward, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. So while we're here, I'm getting a little tired of the Altamower. Hence the reason she's parked right now. I'm not giving up, but obviously the geometry is not working well for the belt system. So we have a possibility that this beauty, while it's in the air, let's take a look. Maybe we can take this, remove it, flip it upside down, and put it on the Toro, the Altamower. I don't know. We'll have to see if the inner dimension is the same. Wow, look, that one still has a fan on the the hydrostat. Maybe I should have used this one. All right, let's park this green monster out of the way here. It's a beautiful day for electrical diagnostics. My wife contacted me, said, the Yukon won't start. I can't lock it, I can't unlock it. The doors are open, but the Yukon just won't start. Thankfully, the condition was still presenting itself for me just a minute ago. What do you know? So sometimes you get lucky, and an electrical gremlin decides to show its face fairly easy for you. I will say, though, she did get the Gulu, and she was able to get the thing fired up on her own. And for that, I am proud of her. Okay, problem solved. It's a beautiful day for a headlight change. You know what we're supposed to do with this one? Take these bolts out, remove the fender liner, pull it back, undo a bolt up here that holds the lower part of the headlamp on, because I can't get it out. And then you can pull the assembly out. You know, what happened to the days where you pop your hood, you open your hood, you slide out a pin, you slide out another pin, and then you change your headlamp? What happened to those days? And you know this is super convenient on purpose because these little babies are always burnt out, as are most likely one of these on this pickup. While we're out here, let's get the dinosaur charger out. This thing hasn't been started in quite a while, and I'm sure the battery is close to being dead. And by battery, I mean batteries. Wow, that wind really decreases the mobility of fingers. Who knew? Whew. I have to go back and warm the fingers up. And the needle moves. All right, well, here's the scoop. I don't want to rip out all that fender garbage to get to this headlamp. And I can see a little plastic barrier back here with some Christmas tree push pins that we can probably remove. First of all, typically these just push into place. Oh, look at that. Hey, I can see my air filter. It's nice and clean. What a great day. Next, we're gonna pull this out. Hey, the wind has calmed down. How nice is that? Let's use our fingernails on a cold day. That always feels good. Pull that little guy back. Pull that little guy out. We're gonna move him off to the side. Now this coolant line is in the way. Pardon me, otherwise I would just lift this up and out. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the intake air box. After putting our gloves on, I went inside and warmed up. I'd rather not waste that warmth. Hopefully this is a 10 millimeter, not going to be. Not at all, it's an 8. Little band clamp back here. 8 millimeters, loosen up your band clamp. This may not work at all, I have no idea. Band clamp. That rhymes with band camp. I can't believe I'm gonna tell you this, but when I was younger, I went to band camp. I certainly did. I was a band geek in high school. There it is. My instructor, when she told us that we had to go to band camp, I about lost my due to the fact that that movie came out, which shall not be named, about band camp and flutes. So here is the plastic shield I was talking about. There's 1, 2, 3, a few Christmas trees in it. We're just going to use the body panel kit that my wife was so kind to buy me to get those babies out, hopefully without destroying them. Oh yeah. There's a broken piece of plastic from something. No, it's just a broken piece of rubberish material. One. Probably don't need to do the second one, but we're going to. Two. And actually, I'm not even going to do the third one. I looked at probably 5 different YouTube channels out there on how to do a headlamp. There was one guy that did it probably the correct way by the book. Correct way. Took off tons of trim pieces. Pulled a screw out from back way down yonder, but you had to access it through what we already talked about. Or you could tell that the screw that was way down here was already removed and nobody put it back in because they realized it was ridiculous. And that way they could just pull the whole assembly out. Anyway, my hands are too fat. I can't get them in there. So we're going to do a combination. We pulled out our Christmas trees. Now I'm going to reach back there because the headlamp that's dead is the low beam, which happens to be on the side that's more difficult to get to. But we're going to do the counterclockwise rotation. And we're going to pull it out just like that. I don't think I have that bulb. Dang it! I have a bunch of other bulbs. Oh no, that one's totally toast. You can see the filaments roasted. Let me show you. Now, keep in mind these bulbs don't just twist and pull out of here. Got to push on this little button on the back side. Hurt your fingers and then it'll come out just like that. Can you see? You see the lack of filament on the side? Yeah, she gone. She G-O-N. Gone. It R-U-N-N-O-F-T. This is a Phillips H11 C119-B 12V55W 1236-2 VP 25MU.E1 whatever. Alright, actually I'm going to go see if I have one of these. Well, you know, I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it. But I opened up my tool chest and I thought, tool chest? Does anyone call it a tool chest nowadays? Anyway, I opened up my toolbox and wouldn't you know it, we have a match. The Phillips H11 VP, oh no, this is an LL versus VP, different numbers, and we're going to try it anyway. Although this one does not look super healthy. Look at the end of it. It's supposed to have like a, well, I don't know what that is, but it's supposed to be on there. We're going to try it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to forget that I changed the stock bulb from the factory with this bulb, and about 3 to 5 months down the road, when this bulb fails, I'm going to pull it out and say, oh, well, look at that. I really need that bulb of this type, even though it's going to be the wrong type of bulb. And then that one's going to fail because it's the wrong type of bulb. And then the cycle will repeat, you know, probably another 3 to 4 times before I realize I put the wrong bulb in there. Anyway, let's test it out and see if it explodes. Oh yeah, it doesn't work at all. Not at all. Oh, we got a loose one here. Oh wait, is the filament dead? No, I can't tell if the filament's dead. Oh great, now it's too hot to touch. Well, there's one of two things. This bulb was a bit smoky on the inside. Why would I keep a dead bulb? Actually, that's not far off from my standard practice here. Let's put this little guy back in here. The pins look correct. Everything looks pretty good. It's in there tight. Okay, well, we're just going to pretend that the filament welded itself back into place. Although now that I've touched it, it's probably going to go ahead and burst in a little while. I guess it's a good temporary fix. Wow, I can't see anything now. At all. Well, irregardless if it's the wrong bulb or not, we're going to put it back in there. It's going to be your standard insert twist clockwise configuration. Well, the big notch goes over here. There's the engagement, and it is a positive engagement. All right, now we're going to put this flat back on. Why did I do that and not the bottom one first? Can you even see what's happening? You can see what's happening. Ouch. And now, the battery box. Did I just say the battery box? Oh man. We're gonna shove that back on there. You're gonna line up your little rubbery guy with its pointy guy. Give it the old 1, 2, 3 CPR maneuver. Try the elbow. Alright, perfect. We're gonna go with it. Okay, we won't. The issue at hand is that this rubber grommet did not come off when I pulled out the airbox. So we're gonna pull it out. We're gonna put it in its hole right down here. You'll see it. It's pretty obvious where it goes because it's not gonna fit anywhere else. I don't know why I'm instructing you on doing this anyway. Now we're gonna try our CPR maneuver again. You know what? You know what's gonna work? I have an idea. Oil. Okay, we're gonna take a little lubricant. We're gonna lubricate the bottom of these little indexing pins, but they need something. Trying to put it in there dry is not working very well. There's a rubber one down here that's in the shape of a cone. We're gonna put some on there too. Oh, it's a choo-choo. Everyone loves a choo-choo. Although a lot of people in my township complain all the time because the choo-choos slow traffic. Doesn't bother me. Now we have things in place. We have lubrication in place. And... oh, sweet, it went in. And... oh, yeah. Hey, all right. Okay, so if I had my choice of removing fender wells to remove a headlight, or popping out an airbox, and a little wind dam right here to get to it, I think I'm gonna go with the wind dam. Last step, got a bolt on top, and there's one in front. You'll see it. It's the only one connected to the headlamp housing. It's a new technique I created for tightening bolts. I call it the twist and shout. I don't have a technique name for this one. We'll just call this the twist. And dent. There you go, the twist and dent. You twist it, flop it around, and dent your fender. What a successful headlamp change. And... oh, it's beautiful. Like a rock, I'm as strong as I could be. Like a rock. It's a beautiful day for a brake light change. We're gonna do that again because I just hit the brake pedal and I did not see any brake lights whatsoever. Are they disabled when the hatch is open? That would be kind of weird. Let's try that again. Okay, no brake lights at all. Let's go ahead and start the vehicle. Maybe that'll make them work. Okay, so running lights are good. Okay, so I'm not insane. It's the top right. Let's bleach it out since it's getting dark out. Alright, hard to see, but these little guys here, those are Phillips screw heads. Alright, lose that in the mud. Hopefully with any luck, we take these screws out and we can access the bulb. Oh, I know, I'm funny. Is it possible? Could it be? Well, this whole thing moves with it, so that can't be too promising. Oh, there we go. Something gave. Whether or not it wanted to. Oh, it's a popper outer. Okay, just got to give it a tug. Oh, that's weird. Looks like a giant drill bit. We're not taking that drill bit out. No, we're not. Oh, wind. You're not going to be able to hear a dang thing, are you? The pin, the little insert that went into that is rubber. So that wasn't so bad. And then just rip out the top strange looking drill bit device. I'm going to go for the standard counterclockwise twist and pluck. Typical burnt plastic appearance. That's always lovely. Okay. I can't read it. Can you read that? Can you help me read that? Can you focus? Why would you? There you go. Good job. The heck does that say? A8? I don't know. I'll go look. We'll see if we have one. So I have probably, I don't know, 17 3157s in here, but I do not have a 3057. So after staring at it for a while, I've decided that we're going to replace the 3057 with a 3157. And hopefully all of our problems will be solved today. Okay, there we go. All right, let's try again. Yay. Extreme yay. Get this little guy back in his home. Insert, twist. Now we're gonna shove the drill bit looking piece and the other pin back into their holes. Bam. Final test. Here we go. Do they work? What a successful voyage we've just had. Good morning. Well, there you have it. Another ultra thrilling episode right here on the Tractor Fella channel. Pardon me. Haven't been able to be in the garage a whole lot lately. Had a lot of sick people around the house. It's been lasting a couple of weeks. It's getting really old. Really old. But hopefully we'll have some new and exciting content for you in the future, the near future. I have an older steel chainsaw that belonged to my grandfather. It's been sitting for a very long time. So I'd like to see if we can get it to bark back to life and start mutilating some wood. So that's it. Short and sweet, or short and bitter, depending on how you felt. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next time right here on the Tractor Fella channel. Knuckles.